On the surface, he looks lazy, apathetic, unmotivated, but beneath that tranquil exterior, a storm of activity is raging. 1,000 branching timelines are being calculated. 100 strategies are being formed and discarded. Ever wonder what's really going on inside the mind of someone who always seems 3 steps ahead? They barely speak, yet their actions are masterful. Today, we're not just observing the strategist. We are plugging directly into their inner monologue. This is a look inside the mind of a master. This is the art of the mental chessboard. The first thing you must understand is that a silent strategist doesn't see the world the way we do. We see a classroom. They see a system of pieces with predictable movements. We see a problem. They see a board state with a set of possible next moves. Their mind is a constantly running mental chessboard. Their default state is not to react to the present, but to simulate the future. This powerful operating system is built on 3 core tactics. Tactic 1. The shadow simulation, anticipating the future. The strategist's first mental action is never to decide, what should I do? It is to ask, what could I do? And then map out the consequences of each option, several moves ahead. Shikamaru doesn't just think of one plan. His mind runs a shadow simulation. He projects himself forward in time. If I make move A, my opponent has 3 likely responses, X, Y, or Z. If they respond with X, I will then have options B and C. He follows these branching paths as far as he can, until most of them end in failure. This isn't about finding a good plan. It's about finding the only plan that doesn't lead to a dead end. By simulating hundreds of failures in his mind, he avoids having to experience even one in reality. Tactic 2. Strategic pessimism, stress testing the plan. Once the simulation reveals a potentially winning path, the amateur gets excited. The master gets suspicious. Shikamaru's signature catchphrase, "What a drag," isn't just a sign of laziness. It is the sound of the second phase of his thought process, strategic pessimism. He actively attacks his own plan. He asks, what are the most troublesome variables I can't control? What is the stupidest thing my opponent could do that would accidentally ruin this? What is the laziest, lowest effort way for me to achieve this, and is it too risky? He is stress testing his strategy against chaos, incompetence, and bad luck. He is looking for the path of least resistance, the one that is the least troublesome. This is why his final plans often seem so simple and elegant. They have survived a brutal process of internal criticism. Tactic 3. Identifying the critical node, the leverage point after simulating the future and stress testing the plan. The final thought is not, how do I execute this entire complex strategy? It is, what is the first domino? The strategist knows that in any system there is a critical node, a single leverage point where the smallest amount of effort will produce the largest result. It's not about defeating all 10 enemies. It's about trapping the one leader whose fall will make the other 9 give up. It's not about memorizing the whole textbook. It's about deeply understanding the one core concept that makes the other 10 chapters make sense. Shikamaru's genius isn't just in seeing all the moves. It's in identifying the one, single, often simple move that makes all the other moves unnecessary. The shadow simulation, strategic pessimism, and the critical node. This is the inner monologue, a constant, quiet, and deliberate process of mapping, testing, and simplifying. The silence of the strategist isn't emptiness. It is a mind so full of branching realities that it has no time for idle chatter. You can cultivate this. Before your next big decision, don't just act. Stop, close your eyes, and for a moment play the game on your own mental chessboard.